Have you ever wondered what it takes to change the world? To look up at the stars and not just dream, but build the rockets to get there? Today, we're diving into the extraordinary life of a man who did just that. This is the story of Elon Musk. Our journey begins in 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa. A boy named Elon was born, and from his earliest days, he was different. He wasn't kicking a soccer ball. He was devouring books, his mind buzzing with questions about how the universe worked. He was endlessly curious, a kid fascinated by technology and the magic of invention, but his path wasn't paved with gold. School was a battlefield. He was small, quiet, and lost in his own world of ideas, which made him an easy target for bullies. The loneliness he felt was immense, a heavy shadow that followed him through those difficult years. Yet, even in the darkest moments, a fire burned within him. It was a dream, a colossal vision of the future, a future he was determined to build with his own two hands. Think back to when you were 12. What were you doing? Playing with friends? Maybe saving up your allowance for a new toy. At that same age, Elon Musk wasn't just playing video games. He was creating them. He taught himself how to code and developed a space-themed game called Blastar. And he didn't just make it for fun. He sold it to a computer magazine for $500. This wasn't just about the money. It was the first tangible proof that his ideas had value. It was the spark that ignited a lifetime of daring adventures. From that moment on, Elon adopted a powerful mindset. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a part of it. It's a stepping stone, a lesson, an opportunity to try again, but smarter. This belief would become the engine driving his most audacious projects. So, in 1988, at just 17, he made a decision that would change his life forever. He left South Africa, his family, and everything he knew behind, and set off for Canada with a backpack and a head full of dreams, searching for a bigger stage to play on. Arriving in North America, Elon's quest for knowledge led him to the University of Pennsylvania. He didn't just pick one major. He dived into two of the most demanding fields, physics and economics. He wanted to understand both the fundamental laws of the universe and the systems that power our world. While other students were focused on exams and parties, Elon was already thinking decades ahead. He wasn't just planning a career. He was architecting a future for humanity, a future that involved sustainable energy, space exploration, and a deeper connection between humans and technology. After graduating, he didn't waste a single moment. With his brother, Kimball, he launched his first real venture, Zip2. It was essentially an online city guide for newspapers, a novel idea in the early days of the internet. They worked relentlessly, sleeping in their office and showering at the local YMCA. Their hard work paid off. 4 years later, they sold Zip2 for a staggering $307 million. For most people, that would have been the ultimate goal. For Elon, it was just the first chapter. But Elon's dream was never just about accumulating wealth. It was about solving humanity's biggest challenges. His vision wasn't confined to Earth. It reached for the stars. With the capital from his first success, he co-founded a company that would change the way we handle money online, X.com, which later merged with another company to become the PayPal we know today. When PayPal was sold to eBay for $1.5 billion, Elon walked away with a personal fortune of over $180 million. What would you do with that kind of money? Buy an island, retire forever. Elon did something no one expected. He took nearly every penny and risked it all onto seemingly impossible ventures. First, SpaceX, with the insane goal of making humanity a multiplanetary species by colonizing Mars. And second, Tesla, a company determined to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy by making electric cars not just viable, but desirable. Friends and advisors told him he was crazy, that he would lose everything. But Elon's vision was unwavering. The years that followed were brutal. Both SpaceX and Tesla teetered on the brink of bankruptcy. SpaceX's first 3 rocket launches ended in spectacular explosions. Tesla was bleeding money, plagued by production delays and technical challenges. The media labeled him a failure, a reckless gambler who had lost his touch. He was working over 100 hours a week, pouring his personal fortune into keeping the companies afloat, and facing immense personal and professional pressure. It was, by his own admission, the most painful period of his life, but he refused to give up. He believed in his mission, in his teams, and in the future he was fighting to create. Then, in 2008, against all odds, everything changed. On its fourth attempt, SpaceX's Falcon 1 rocket successfully reached orbit, becoming the first privately funded liquid-fueled rocket to do so. Shortly after, NASA awarded SpaceX a multi-billion-dollar contract to resupply the International Space Station. The tide had turned. From that point on, the momentum became unstoppable. SpaceX didn't just reach orbit. It revolutionized the space industry by developing reusable rockets, dramatically lowering the cost of space travel. They sent astronauts to the ISS and launched thousands of satellites to create Starlink, a global internet service. Meanwhile, Tesla transformed the automotive world. The Model S became a global phenomenon, proving that electric cars could be fast, beautiful, and have a long range. Today, Tesla is the world's most valuable automaker, leading the charge in electric vehicle technology and autonomous driving. But Elon wasn't done. He founded the Boring Company to tackle urban traffic with underground tunnels, and Neuralink to create brain-computer interfaces that could one day help people with paralysis and other neurological disorders. He is also a key figure in the field of artificial intelligence, advocating for its responsible development. Each venture, no matter how different, is connected by a single, powerful thread, using technology to build a better, more exciting, and more resilient future for humanity. Today, Elon Musk is more than a CEO or an entrepreneur. He's a cultural icon, a living legend, with a net worth that places him among the wealthiest people in history. He continues to push the boundaries of what's possible. He still works tirelessly, driven not by the pursuit of more money, but by the mission. His story isn't really about business or billions of dollars. It's a powerful testament to the human spirit. It is a story about the power of believing in a dream so fiercely that you're willing to risk everything for it. It's about facing down bullies, critics, and the very laws of physics with relentless determination. It's about understanding that the path to success is paved with failures, and that each setback is just a course correction on the way to achieving the impossible. From that bullied boy in a small South African city, to the innovator literally reshaping our planet and our future in space. From an ordinary person with an extraordinary mind to a global icon who inspires millions. This is the story of Elon Musk. It's a reminder that the biggest changes in the world often start with a single, audacious idea. It shows us that with enough vision, courage, and grit, we can overcome any obstacle and turn our wildest dreams into reality. So, let me ask you, what is your audacious dream? What impossible future are you ready to start building today? Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey. If you found this story as inspiring as we did, please hit that like button. And subscribe to our channel for more content that explores the minds and stories of the world's greatest innovators. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll see you in the next video.